take it out of context all you want.
No, please don't.
You should do it. It'll be funny.
Anyway, welcome to the podcast. I guess I think I was going to call it the Brocast. So here we are. This is the first fucking episode. It's going to be like 15-minute intervals, roughly.
Oh,
Because
oh,
go ahead.
hey, paisanos! It's your captain, Dragonfire here. This time as a co-captain, actually, to Gamer Snake, a good old
Yeah,
friend of mine.
good old friend Diddley Doober.
Howdy doodly, Nape.
So I'm planning on making like just like a week's worth of episodes, and they're going to be 15 minutes each because I don't have the fucking patience to animate an entire like hour-long episode.
You don't have to animate it. What you could just do is just like
Well, it's going to be an animatic.
cut it up into like edits, 15-minute intervals.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then like make little draws to entertain people because they won't be entertained by this.
H3 podcast does it.
Cool. Anyway.
Anyway, do something more relevant.
Oh no. Anyway.
I went to buy beer the other day,
Yeah.
and I don't know if this is just like normal behavior, but like I was wearing like a Simpsons shirt, right? It just had Krusty on it, and like the guy was just like, "Oh, nice shirt," and I was like, I'm taken aback by that because no one really cares what shirt you're wearing. I'm like, "Oh, thanks. Can I buy my booze now?" And they're like, "Oh, sure." And then they gave it to me without even looking at like my card or my ID. Like they didn't ask for it, and I'm like, I feel like I'm like robbing the place.
It's about
And I'm like, don't you like need to look at my ID? Like I promise this isn't like this is like the beginning of a bad joke.
Probably felt like it.
But it was just like, God damn, like and then he was just like, oh, fuck off, bye. I'm like, okay, bye.
Just walking away with your case of beer like this
I'm
is
like,
a transaction.
No, I'm not used to that.
No. It's always jarring, especially whenever like it feels like whenever you're not legally prepared, whenever you're not legally
All right, you
able to do
cunt.
something.
I'm bringing out the fucking flashlight. Sorry, I'm clearing out a controller as we speak.
Yeah.
So.
It's funny. It's like anytime you don't have the legal requirements available to do things, it's like everybody's on your fucking case, including their dog. But then the moment you do, nobody gives a shit.
It's strange like that.
It's like,
Strange
oh,
how the world works.
yeah, I have an ID. I just turned 21, and like nobody asks for it. Yeah, here's your 500-pound bag of pure Colombian cocaine. I don't care. Fuck off.
Something's smelling like it's burning electronics. I don't know what that smell is.
It's not plugged in, right?
No, it's not. She's not cooked, not just yet.
No
I haven't
way.
set her on fire yet. That comes later.
Oh no. That comes later. It'll burn off all the excess smog.
The smog. I go to Mount Doom for that. Fucking hell.
Hell, we might not even have an hour and 45 minutes worth of content.
Oh, we'll make it.
We'll make it.
So, did anything exciting happen over where you are? In like the hellhole that is fucking Kentucky?
Well, pretty soon I should hopefully be moving to Tennessee, so it's like Kentucky, but slightly better.
Why don't you move back here to good old Indiana? We got corn. That's about it.
Well, because I have an actually good paying job, and I'm about to get a full-time position, which, rather than the difference between part-time and full-time being more hours, it's, you get paid more. So as part-time, I'm earning $12.50 an hour, and as full-time, I'll be earning like $16 an hour.
Oh, okay.
When minimum wage is like $7.25.
Alright. Alright, you fucker, I'm getting the tweezers out. You're gonna feel my wrath.
Okay.
Okay, come on, we got office jobs here.
Yeah, but like this is the easiest job for the most pay I've ever had. I've worked minimum wage. It's hell, and I need at least a little more education to get those standard office jobs. Yeah. And I already found a trailer park that I want to get a hold of and stuff that should be relatively cheap, like maybe $200 or $300 a month. That's about it for rent to own. As you just
Okay.
sit here as you just silently work on your controller.
Yeah, I'm like fucking basically hacking this thing.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of gunk. That's a lot of gamer gunk.
Hmm. Oh,
Ew, that's gamer dude. That's fucking grody.
okay. I actually,
Clean out the controllers, kids. You don't know how many Fortnite germs are in there.
I don't know. I've never cleaned out my PS2 controller to this day, and it's still doing pretty fine. It's missing one of the joystick pads, but that's it.
That's it.
It's not sticky or anything. What was I thinking of? Oh yeah, when I was preparing, thinking of different things for the podcast in case of an emergency.
Emergency? You're taking that old like drug? Whenever like anything that was a cartoon, that was like a cartoon character, I was just like, I want to watch more of it. Because like I was on during the commercials, so I was like, fuck it, anything that's a cartoon, I'll watch.
Yeah.
You want to sell anything to kids? Make it a cartoon.
Just, can you imagine what beer commercials would look like as cartoons?
Cartoon? Maybe you should make it into a cartoon.
Well, they
Because I have like, you can make it like a funeral, right? Make a funeral ad. Just be like,
Mommy's dead.
Mother and father are dead, but you know what's not dead? Cartoons.
Mother and father are dead, but don't be brought down because of the fact that you'll still always have this delicious cookie crisp available in stores now.
Like fucking hell, just the dumbest, stupidest shit.
Grandma now has to up her dosage of medication so she can start feeling things again and not suffer from depression. But it'll be alright because you have this delicious bowl of Honey Smacks.
Fucking hell. It's so Salvador though.
I mean, they made fucking cigarette commercials. They made like cartoon cigarette commercials and shit back in like what, the 60s?
The 40s.
The 40s, even worse.
Fucking Flintstones were like advertising Winston cigarettes.
I know. It's still so jarring just to watch and hear. It still plays in my head perfectly.
And wow, like those types of ads work too. Like Winston's is still around today.
Unfortunately. That stuff disgusts me.
I know, right? Because it's just ciggies.
Oh, I gotta find
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
I hear a controller being smacked around.
Do you hear that? That's the controller sticking. That's disgusting. It's revolting. It's putrid. It's disgusting. Get it out of here.
I can't believe I'm gonna have to spend all so many frames just drawing a controller.
Just like have a controller, just me throwing the controller.
I imagine I'll end up drawing you like with just a fucking axe, like Kratos' axe, just hammering it down against the table.
Oh yeah, what was it? Oh, apparently in the EU, God of War 3 was like paired with like this soundtrack and like has a bunch of like metal soundtrack, right? This bunch of like metal noise, right?
Oh, metal noise or metal music?
Metal music, but it's really noise because Kill Switch Engage is part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like Kill Switch Engage because they killed like two of the best songs ever, House of the Rising Sun and The Holy Diver. I fucking hate both of those versions made by them, so
wow.
immediately it's poo.
Huh.
But musical taste aside, there's like one track that's just amazing and great, specifically because it's a giant shit post of a song. It's like made by like it's made specifically for God of War, right? It's like a God of War sort of ballad, right? As told from the perspective of Kratos, just wanting to move on.
I suppose that makes sense.
But it's just like it's not metal at all. It's like choir music.
Well, as God of War respectively is.
But like not. It's kind of hard. It's like acapella. There it is, acapella.
Okay. That's not what you want to do with God of War.
I know, but it just works so well. I don't know
Good.
why.
Well, that's good then.
It just works so. And I remember, you look at the comment section, they're like, "This is a God of War. This is pool. I don't listen to this music. This music bad."
I play Nintendo. I'm tired of playing Nintendo. I want my PS3, but Call of Duty Shoot 'em Man.
Play Stab Man. I'm gonna play Chain Man. Chain Man Stab.
Call of
Chain Man
Duty Shoot 'em
McStabby.
Man.
I'm gonna play Chain Man McStabby. I'm gonna play Guy Tomb Raider.
I want to watch Laura Croft's Breets.
God damn this controller to hell.
Lovely.
What if I breathe into it?
I remember the last time I tried describing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild to you, I did a shit job of it, and I think just turned you off to it even more.
Yeah, I'd never really liked Zelda to begin with. I played Ocarina of Time on my N64, and I fucking hated it. Every single time I tell that to people, they're like, "But it's the best video game of all time," and I'm like, "No, it's fucking not, mate. Wanna know why? Fucking Wolf of Cybertron exists. Fuck off."
I mean, it was revolutionary for its time, but obviously it's
What
not
fucking wasn't?
It's not gonna hold
The
up.
only thing it added was Z targeting. It was revolutionary for Zelda games, but not for its time.
Well, yeah, sure. But like, it's definitely not gonna hold up to something like God of War nowadays. But that's what Breath of the Wild is for. And I remember the last time I tried describing the armor system and I butchered it. It's the easiest way I could.
It's basically like Fallout, from what I've heard, where just like every armor can break and it has like conditionings.
Actually, that's all the weapons.
Oh, it's just the weapons. Okay.
All the armor is unbreakable. You can upgrade all of it. Most of them have all the same armor stats, but well, like the same level of defense. But what's unique is their abilities. So you know how in like Ocarina of Time, or I don't know, some shit like that, you get like the red suit, which gives you like fire resistance or whatever. I don't know. I've never played the game. Or the blue one gives you like breathe underwater, swimmy powers. It's basically that.
I never got far in it, by the way. I just hated how it felt, I think.
But it's basically like that. Like you have just a bunch of unique like abilities with each suit that you keep for their own unique circumstance, rather than just armor you wear at any time that you want. You can, but you'll get the best use out of using them during their best moments. Oh, great.
So basically, like the level piece of shit, like leather armor is the exact same as like final dungeon metal armor, but as long as like you just upgrade it to be so.
I think so.
So what you're saying is it's basically working exactly like Dead Space 3, where there is no real just customization, right? It's not just because I'm gonna wear this suit because it looks cool. No, it's more or less just like you just wear the same suit over and over.
Not really. There's a suit for boosting your swimming speed, a suit for boosting your climbing speed.
Okay.
An attack power suit. You have a suit of knight's armor that increases your defense higher than the rest of them do.
Oh, okay. I think I see how that is. Okay.
Or like volcanic heat resistance, where if you upgrade it enough, it'll even give you like, it'll make you fireproof, which is so helpful. You just walk through a campfire, and be like, eh. I love it.
Fire is nothing.
I mean,
not to a god.
Yeah, The fireproof armor is a little ugly in my opinion, but I mean, I can't really complain because
Form
like,
over function.
what else would it? Yeah, what else is it supposed to look like? It kind of has to look like. It kind of has to look like
You
what
hear
it
that?
does. No.
Do you hear that?
Uh,
That's the sound of me losing because I can't figure this shit out.
you've lost the game of life.
No. We're no. See, the beef is still cooking. It's just thawing out right now.
Okay.
Right.
Anyway, that's about it for this episode. So, I hope you all have a beautiful day. Or is it a beautiful life? Yeah, it is. Hope you all have a beautiful life. I can't believe I ruined my own intro. Outro. Damn it! Bye!
Bye.